Hi, hello. I'm back in the poncho. Honestly, I kind of really like it. I think I might just have this be the outfit, the fit, the psychic fit. I'm having a bit of a time. You guys know, if you know me personally, you guys know that I have times very often. I'm having school issues, I'm having work issues, I'm just having issues. I'm a Virgo, and the best way us Virgos know how to deal with our issues is to not focus on our issues at all and instead deal with your issues. So here I am with a pick a card. So this was actually a requested video. Will they be back? So this is for people who are in separation. This could be a soulmate, this could be a karmic, or whatever kind of relationship you have with this person. It doesn't even necessarily have to be romantic. It could be a friend, it could be a relative, or whatever. So I didn't necessarily focus this romantic, but that's probably just the energy that's going to come through. So a small little disclaimer, on the off chance that you get a message that you aren't a huge fan of, just keep in mind that energies are just that. They're just current energies, and I can only pick up on the energies that are currently circulating based on both of your mindsets, your belief systems, and things like that. So if you aren't a huge fan of the message that you receive, know that not only is your future fluid and you can change it at any point, but also when it comes to situations like love and things like that, sometimes people who are swept out of your life aren't meant to be there. A lot of times, people who are removed from our lives, I guess you could say unwillingly, they're not meant to be in our lives. Usually we've learned what we needed to learn from them. We've healed the karma. We've done that healing work, and they no longer serve us. So they're swept away by the universe or spirit or God or whatever. Just keep that in mind. Not everyone who is in your life is meant to be in your life forever. And we're constantly meeting new people. Even if you're a hermit and you stay at home all the time, we are constantly meeting new people. New energies are always coming into our lives. So if the person that you have in mind doesn't come back, regardless of what message you receive here, if this person doesn't come back, then there will be someone new on the way. Okay, so with all of that being said, we have 6 piles here today. I will insert a picture right here so you guys can see all the piles close up. We have pile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think I'm actually going to number the piles on screen right here, because someone was a little upset that my piles weren't numbered. So I'm gonna number the piles on screen. We have Imagine, Giant, Dancing with a Stranger, Talia, Notice, and Hey Little Baby. So go ahead and pick your pile and we will get started. If you chose pile 1, then this is your reading. You guys chose Imagine by Ariana Grande. Love how my face fits so good in your neck. Why can't you imagine a world like that? We have Gemini, Virgo, and Aries energy here. This person feels like they can't talk. They can't be honest. There's a lot of Aries energy here. A lot of mutable energy. A lot of passion. This person has a lot of passion for you. They have something to say, but they feel like they can't say it. They might be waiting for the right time to say this to you. I feel like there's like a lot of restriction, especially with the straight waistcoat here. We have mute, we have she who waits, have faith, give with gratitude and grace. They definitely have something to say to you, but I think they're waiting. I think they feel like you are a true love, that you are someone that they have a lot of romantic feelings for, but they're waiting for the right time to say it to you. I think if they're silent, they have a lot of stuff going on. A lot of like things outside of you that they have going on. So what is going on? I feel like they're in their head a lot about you with Imagine. They imagine like what a life would be like with you a lot. They have a lot of passion. But they're indecisive. Yeah, it's like you wanted a relationship with them. But they had other obligations. They had other things going on. They couldn't commit to you the way that you wanted them to. This masculine could have seen you as something that was like really new, really fresh, something really virginal. Regardless of whether or not you were actually a virgin, that's irrelevant. they saw you as someone who was very, very Virgo-esque. They saw you as someone who was very pure. And I think maybe they thought that their feelings for you would overwhelm you. And so they needed to back away to figure out, so that they could figure out the right time to say this. Because they have a lot of passion. With so much Aries energy, they have so much passion. What was going on here, though? There could have been some kind of third party that they needed to release, that they needed to let go of. Yeah, they had to walk away. They had to walk away from you in order to walk away from the third party so that they could come back to you. They do have some kind of truth. I really think that what they need to say is how they feel about you. This person could be in a position of power, some kind of leadership position, because of all this Aries energy here. They may have, I think they had to be dishonest about how they feel, because it wasn't the right time to tell you. So they had to wait. And now they're away because they're trying to find the right time to tell you. They're trying to find the right words to say. This person was working on something. They could have been completing. They could have been completing something. Something that they put a lot of effort into. Something that was overwhelming. Something that took a lot of their time. They were almost at the edge of completing it. And I think you came in somewhat unexpectedly. Yeah, they definitely have a lot of passion for you. Yeah, yeah, they definitely have a lot of passion for you. But they don't feel like they can look at you right now. They don't feel like they can accept this from you right now, because they have other things going on. So they have to back away from you because of all of these other things going on. But they do have a lot of feelings for you. They want to tell you that they love you, but they're waiting for the right time. They're waiting for all of these other outside sources to be done before they can come forward. I think if they come forward, at first, it'll be for something sexual, I think. I just don't think that they're ready to tell you. I don't think they're ready to open up fully about how they feel about you. They see you as, like, wish fulfillment. But they also see you as kind of an addiction. They see you as something that they can't break away from. And for some of I feel like they think that you don't see yourself as highly as they do. And that's part of what they want to tell you. Part of what they want to tell you is how, they want to tell you exactly what they think of you. Good things, all positive things. But they can't. They feel like they can't. They're trying to figure out how to say it, I think. They're trying to figure out how to say it. They're trying to figure out when to say it and where to say it. I'm hearing like perfect. Like they need everything to be perfect. They will be coming back in. I think they're going to send you some kind of text message. There will be some kind of communication here, but I think it'll be small. And for some of you, I think it'll be mostly sexual, at least at first. Because their guard is up. They're really defensive because of these outside influences. But they want a new beginning with you. They want family with you. They want to be happy with you. But they're not sure. They don't know how to do it yet. They have a lot of nightmares about you. They think about you all the time. All the time they think about you. They're very in their feelings about you. I just think that they have some other things going on. And I think that they do want to offer you commitment, but I think that it's just not the right time. I think that you kind of need to be focusing on yourself and have faith that everything will fall into place when it's meant to. And be in the energy of gratitude with Turkey Spirit here. Be grateful for what you do have. And just let this person figure out their shit on their own. Because they will be coming back in, but they have things to figure out first. They're thinking about how to do it. Yeah, they definitely do want to come in. For sure. They definitely want to come in. They want to communicate with you for sure. That's not really up for debate here. But commitment, I'm not sure is 100% on the table just yet. They do want to offer something to you. They want to offer you something. For some of you, they want to take you out on a date, or they want to give you some kind of gift. They want to collaborate with you. I think for most of them, they want to start as friends, or they want to start with something kind of light or something kind of sexual, and then build up to something more intimate, something in the realm of commitment. I think they want to do things differently than how they did them in the past. So, in the past, things didn't happen the way that they wanted them to. So, they want to come in and they want to start new. They want to start differently than they did in the past. So, that is what I have for you. This was a really short one for you, Pile 1. But the message was really clear. So, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Pile 2. If you chose Pile 2, then this is your reading. You guys chose Giant by Calvin Harris. Don't hide your emotions. You can throw down your guard. So, the mermaid can talk about turmoil, kind of being in a very emotional space. This is a very intuitive card as well. This person is very intuitive, especially with Pisces here. We have Venus, Libra, Taurus, Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. They're very emotional for you. Very emotional. They have a lot of emotion, but they kind of flip between, I just think they're a little, I'm hearing like insecure, unsure. They're like, one minute they have a lot of sexual desire for you. The next minute they have a lot of like very innocent love for you. The next minute they think that they made everything up in their head. The next minute they want to fight for this. The next minute they are giving up. They're very like, it's very fluid. This person is probably like they have fixed energy. That's Sagittarius, Pisces, Virgo, Gemini. They're very much like a mermaid. They're very like, just like kind of fluid. It's like they're very run by emotions. They're very emotionally run. They could have mermaid-like energy where it's kind of like, I'm hearing siren. They could be a siren. There's also, with brooch here, this talks about healing the inner child voice. So they definitely could, like, and especially with Venus here, Venus is beauty, it's love. I'm hearing intuition again, Aphrodite. So they could be like Aphrodite inclined. They could be very beautiful. They could they could use their voice. They could be good at singing. They could have a nice voice. They could talk a lot. They could, something about their voice here, but they're very emotionally run. This person is like very emotionally driven. They're driven emotionally. They have very intense energy, intense emotions, and they kind of tend to let their emotions run how they behave and how they think about things. Nothing is set in stone because this person is constantly changing, constantly changing, constantly flowing, constantly unsure of how they even feel. I don't even think they know how they feel about you because for some of you, they don't know how you feel. With life is a mystery here. The number 8 could be significant. 8, 24, 37, 16. Those numbers could be significant. This person, Bobcat Spirit talks about basically the universe just doing whatever the fuck they want with you, and kind of trusting, again with that like fluid energy. This person is very like fluid. They're very just like go with the flow, just like, all right, well, whatever life gives me is just what I'm gonna work with. Like whatever life gives them. They're not very like stuck. They're not stubborn. I'm hearing like for some of them they like used to be that way and like now they're not. Like they've come into this energy of just like literally like the sea, like water. They're very watery, they're very intuitive. They're very just like, okay, well, however, they're very much a mermaid. Like however the universe takes them is just what they do. Like whatever, they're very intuitive. They're very, very in tune with the universe, and whatever the universe tells them to do, they do it. They're just like, all right, well, the universe said I should do this, so I'm gonna do it. And they don't really ask questions. They just kind of listen to their intuition. They listen to the universe, and they're just like, yeah, You know, she who knows, wisdom, clarity, resolution. It's just like, they just know. They know. It's like, I had a conversation with my coworker the other day, and I was like, well, I'm not really going to be working here for too much longer. And he was like, where are you going? And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, when are you leaving? And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, what do you mean you don't know? And I was just like, I don't know. I just keep being told that I'm leaving. I keep being told that I'm moving. I keep being told that I'm going to be switching jobs or careers soon. I don't know why. I don't know what it's going to be, but I just know. And he looked at me like I was insane. He looked at me like I was crazy, because I recognize that that's kind of an insane thing to say. So it's a very similar energy where this person just knows. They just listen to the universe. Whatever the universe has to say, they just do it, and they don't really ask questions. And this person is very intuitive, and so they go with whatever their intuition tells them to do. They have a very strong attraction to you. There's a very strong magnetic pull here. This person doesn't hide their emotions at all. Like, you can tell how they're feeling whenever they're feeling it. Whenever their mood shifts, you can tell. I'm hearing energetically. Some of you can tell when their mood shifts just energetically, you know. Even if you're not near this person, you know. Okay, someone wanted to be single, I think. Okay. Someone could have been cut off here. Okay, so someone, I think, was feeling a little bit arrogant here with the King of Wands. Someone was going through kind of an upheaval. Can we clarify the Ten of Swords, please? Okay, so this could have been a new, fresh, budding energy. And someone, I think, was a bit sharp here. Someone was a bit sharp with the words, and they left someone very single, very, very single, and feeling very defeated, very alone, very just like stabbed in the back. And they were left with their cup of love that was full. I think someone had a lot going on. Yeah, someone had a lot going on, a lot of anxiety, a lot of healing that they had to do. Someone was very defensive about this love. Very defensive, very indecisive. I think someone wanted to be single-ish. They could have had other things going on. They could have had work things going on, but someone wanted to be single. Someone enjoyed being single. And I think someone was offering a cup of love, and they were resistant to that emotion. I think someone here was very, very emotional. Someone was very emotional, very intuitive, and the other person was not at all. I'm getting like very like rigid, very, very rigid. Someone here was someone here was a mermaid. And someone was not a mermaid. Someone was like not very fluid, not very moving. They were very, very like grounded. Almost too grounded, almost too unmoving. And I think this person's very intuitive, very just like watery, very like siren type ways were intimidating and scary. And so someone was just kind of like, and they ran. And I think this person could have even come on a little bit strong with warrior here. But they were kind of looking out, and they wanted, so someone, there could have been third party here, and someone was left out in the cold for a third party. Someone could have had a lot of options. Yeah, so someone could have had another option that was less intuitive. I think the other party, they could have been very logical, very, very earthly, very grounded. And this person, this very watery person, was very, very opposite to what you were used to. Take whatever resonates, but they were very, there's a very watery person, very intuitive, very just like free, almost like hippie energy, but like very mermaid energy. They had a lot of mermaid energy, always changing, very mutable energy. Whereas the other party was very fixed, very grounded, very logical. This person, I don't think, is very spiritual. A small side note, here's the thing about Pisces, right? I've found that Pisces are incredibly in tune with spirituality, but especially Pisces men. Every Pisces man I've ever met is like very not spiritual at all. In fact, they can be very anti-spiritual, where they're very analytical and they don't believe in spirituality at all. I don't really know any Pisces women. I think Pisces women are a little bit more inclined to that type of thing, but Pisces men, I've noticed that they're very not spiritual at all, even though they're very connected to the spiritual realm, astrologically speaking. Anyway, whoever walked away was like, I'm hearing like terrified, like petrified of this very intuitive energy, and I don't know why, but they chose someone who was very grounded, very intellectual, not very spiritual at all. They could be religious, but they were not spiritual. Like, they could be a Christian and go to church, but they weren't like spiritual in the way that, you know, very in tune with the universe and spirit guides and you know, tarot and all of that kind of stuff. So they chose someone who was very very similar to them in that way, very earthly energy. Whereas this person is they're very Piscean, very mermaid-like energy. This person is very, very fluid. They have a lot of mutable energy. Yeah, see, what did I say? This masculine here is very, very fixed. Very fixed, very slow moving. I don't think they like to step outside of their comfort zone. This masculine feels very comfortable. This masculine doesn't feel like, I'm hearing like they're an immovable object, like they're very fixed energy. Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, they're very fixed. They're very immovable, very stubborn, very by the book. Well, these are the rules. This is how I was taught to do it. This is how I was told to do it. This is how it's always been done. So I'm not going to bend to this mermaid energy, this siren. This isn't, no. I just think that they found this mermaid intimidating. It's like, and here's the thing about mermaids too. They're very rare. They're one of a kind. So I think this masculine kind of saw this feminine. I'm assuming this is the feminine. Take whatever resonates. But this masculine, this King of Pentacles, very fixed energy masculine, saw this very mutable feminine, this mermaid. They found a mermaid, and they let the mermaid back into the ocean. I'm getting very oh my god, it's The Little Mermaid. Oh my god, it's The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid is my favorite Disney movie. It's the only Disney movie that I will watch 300 times in a row. I don't care. Oh my god, it's literally, you know what it is? Holy fuck. It's literally, so this is Ariel. This feminine is Ariel. This masculine is Prince Eric. And whoever the third party was, they were Vanessa. I'm just saying. Vanessa, Ursula, you know, you get the deal. They were an octopus. And that's earlier too, when I was getting like singing. Oh my god, it's The Little Mermaid. Oh my god, it's The Little Mermaid. But this person is just very, very intuitive, very, very, just, they swim. I just think this masculine had like, they just got scared of how intuitive this feminine is, how intuitive and how, I just think that they were scared. I think they got nervous and they ran. Yeah. There could have been some conflict too. We do have delays and blocks. So there were some things that, some outside influences that caused this masculine to kind of like bounce and just be like, I can't, bye. There's some addiction. There's some heartbreak here. This masculine here is like there's a lot of focus on the masculine in regards to the reconciliation. So I do think a lot of the effort will come from the masculine side. This masculine here, I think, they have to kind of, first of all, this masculine wants to come in. The Knight of Cups back a deck. They want to come in. But they have to change their perspective. While the Hanged Man is hanging and they're stuck, you know, we do have this trapped energy of the devil here. They are stuck. They could release these chains at any time. They could turn around and look at the two full cups at any time. They could release this heartbreak at any time. They could stop the conflict and stop the fighting at any time. They could take their hands out from behind their backs. I'm hearing like stop, like, I'm getting like pouty, like, meh. They could take their hands out from behind their back at any time and just reach up and take their foot out at any time. reconciliation could happen, but I think it would take some effort from this masculine's side. I think this masculine would have to stop being so complacent and apathetic and, I'm just hearing, just grouchy and pouty, and take some action. Yeah, I think this masculine is waiting. They're waiting for the feminine when the masculine fucked up. The masculine was the one who ran. But for some reason, they're waiting for the feminine. They're not really willing to give when they're the one who took. Does that make sense? So masculine, if you're waiting for something from the feminine, I don't know why. You're the one who ran away from them. You're the one who found this mermaid and then tossed them back into the ocean. If you're the masculine, reconciliation is up to you. And if you're the feminine, again, even if you're the masculine or if you're the feminine, it's really up to you. You know, if the masculine, I think, needs to admit their faults, because I feel like a lot of this happened because the masculine got scared, threw the mermaid back in the ocean and ran off with Vanessa to go get married. This masculine is just a little stuck. They're a little, I think this masculine is a little bit immature. And I think this masculine is a little unwilling to kind of admit their faults, I think, in this situation. I think in order for this situation to move forward, this masculine kind of needs to accept what they did. They need to accept their part in this because, again, you know, when it comes to interpersonal relationships, there are two people involved. Both parties had things to do here. Both had influencing factors here. And I think it would take some communication, some good communication, and some compromise on both parties. Yeah, I think this masculine does feel remorse for what they've done. I just think that they're very stubborn and very prideful with all of that fixed energy, and they're just not really, they're focused on their money and their lineage right now. And if they do have another party, there is a lot of focus on that other party right now. So I just think that in order for communication to happen, there would need to be kind of letting down of guards here. I do think that both parties kind of have their guards up. This masculine they caught this beautiful mermaid, and then they threw the mermaid back into the ocean because they couldn't handle what the mermaid was offering. And then immediately after, they were like, oh, fuck, shit. And it was like a very sudden realization of what they did. But they're too prideful to admit that they're wrong. So do I think this masculine is going to come back in and reconcile? Yes. But do I think that they've completely changed? No. Do I think that they are still on some fuck shit? Yes. Do I think that they're still going to kind of be manipulative and a little bit of a liar and a little bit deceitful? Yes. I think they're still going to be juggling some things. I think they're still going to be in hermit mode. I think this masculine is going to come back in, but I don't think that you should expect very much from them because they're still, I'm hearing player, they're still in a player energy. They're still in an energy of, I want to be single, but I don't want you to date anybody. They want to catch the mermaid and they want to put the mermaid in a fish bowl and they want to feed the mermaid every night, but during the day they want to like go out and party. So, feminine, you know, it's kind of up to you here. I just don't know if you should expect a ton from this masculine. Okay? And, you know, as of right now, you know, maybe eventually this masculine may grow up, they may mature, they may, they may fix their energy, they may admit their faults, but as of right now, I don't think that they're going to be offering you anything super solid. Okay? So that is what I have for you, pile 2. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. So, if you chose pile 3, then this is your reading. You guys chose Dancing with a Stranger by Sam Smith. Look What You Made Me Do. I'm with somebody new. So, interesting energy here. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, emphasis on Capricorn, and Pisces energy here. There's some negative energy here. Here's the thing. I do have to address this. Some of them could have an addiction. There is some addiction energy here, so they could have an addiction to something a little bit harder. But with athlete here, I am getting the message that, like, there could be some steroid usage here. And there's a lot of, the mirror always reminds me of Gemini, and we do have the mind spirit here. So this person is like, I don't think it's healing within this connection. Especially with Neptune. Neptune can talk about drug use, especially when it comes to the 12th house. If this person has 12th house planets in their 12th house, or even just Piscean energy. If this person's a Pisces, they can get addicted to things very easily. They tend to have pretty addictive personalities. Especially when it comes to romance, they can be very addicted to things that are bad. They can be very addicted to things that are bad for them. Yeah, this person definitely could be addicted to something. They could definitely have an addiction to something a little bit harder than just like marijuana or something. I think this person is trying to heal their addiction. Saturn is a teacher. If this person is Neptunian inclined, I'm hearing the cure. This person could have been trying to fix themselves through relationships or through unhealthy habits, unhealthy connections with toxic people. The 12th house is a hard house. When I had my solar return last year, I had 3 of my personal planets in the 12th house, and that was single-handedly the hardest solar return, the hardest transit I've ever experienced. It was so fucking hard. So if this person has like planets in the 12th house, or if they're just experiencing transits through the 12th house, if you know their birth chart, they could be really trying to release this addiction that they have. Especially Earth and Pisces together. I think I mentioned Earth and Pisces, or Pisces and like Capricorn energy in another pile. I don't know which pile it was, but if you were drawn to that pile, then this could be a similar energy. But Capricorn and Pisces, that's addict energy. And Saturn, Capricorn energy can shut off feelings and replace, the feeling of feelings with addiction, work addiction, sex addiction, possibly something harder. Influencing factors, this person is influenced. Something, I definitely feel like this person has some kind of addiction that they're overcoming. I'm getting something harder than like marijuana. I'm getting something a lot harder, like they're dancing, like there's so much energy here of a lot of like metaphor for being on something harder than marijuana here. And even this dude in the picture, like one arm is like shorter than the other arm. I don't know if you guys can see that, but one hand ends here and the other hand goes like way off screen. So like they could do like psychedelics or there's some kind of like heavy addiction here. It could just be cocaine. It could definitely be steroids here because we have the athlete card, we have the syringe here. I'm sorry if this is triggering, but I'll put a warning or something. I always have to put warnings on my pile 3, but yeah. And then getting to know each other. I feel like this person is getting to know themselves. She who surrenders, they're surrendering to their addiction. They're not surrendering to the addiction, but they're surrendering to the concept that they need help. This person could be reaching out for help. I just think that they're facing themselves. I think they're facing the fact that they have this addiction and they need help for it. They could do like Adderall or cocaine or something like that, and they could use it to work out or, again, steroids. But also with athlete, they want to overcome this. They want to face themselves. They're using this time away from you to face themselves, to face their addictions, to heal themselves. They could be in rehab. They literally could be in rehab, or they could be in jail. You do have chains here. And Saturn, Capricorn, and Neptune, they can talk about institutions. So this person could be in jail. They could be in jail. They could be doing some time. Saturn is time. I'm hearing detox, so they definitely could be using this time to detox. A lot of you, this time away from this person could be because they're in jail or because they're in rehab. This could have been a friend of yours. We're like, hey, listen, like, you need some help. You need time apart from this thing. You're not yourself when you do this. Yeah, let's get into, they needed to make adjustments to their life, to their spirit, to their energy, their soul. This person wasn't facing themselves. They weren't, I want to say that if this person is, if this is not you, if this is someone you know, then they are acknowledging that they need help and they are getting help. So if you are kind of a friend of this person, or if you're watching this person, and what a good friend you are for checking up on this person energetically, if they are in a place where you can't reach them. Yeah, there's some melancholic energy here. I think this person is facing a lot of their own mistakes, a lot of the things that they've done. I think they weren't facing their feelings and they were in a really bad place. I get that, yeah. Whatever this was, yeah. There was an unequal balance of give and take here. This person was taking from themselves. It's like they were taking their own energy. They were in a really dark place. Right before the separation, they were in a very, very dark place. They weren't facing themselves. They weren't facing their own problems. And this separation, while you're in this separation, it's causing them to face themselves. It's causing them to look at themselves. I'm hearing they knew they had to walk away, but they weren't ready. They had a lot of guilt and regret. There's just so much sadness that this person has that they weren't facing. I don't know if you were the catalyst for this person getting help, but I'm hearing that they're grateful for your presence in their life. You urged them to move forward. We have some Cancer energy here. Some air as well. Earth, Capricorn. This person was faced with a lot of anxiety regarding their relationships, regarding their feelings, regarding... I don't normally get that from this card, but they could have literally been like... They could have been dealing. Like, they literally could have been dealing or buying right before this all happened. Because the Eight of Swords can talk about jail time. It's like they were facing jail time. They were staring jail time. They were staring getting caught straight in the face. And the Two of Cups right next to the Eight of Swords just makes me think of dealing in exchange of goods, in exchange of resources. There was a wake-up call here, definitely. This person could have OD'd. This person could have, again, they were staring death straight in the face. And they needed a wake-up call. They were in their head. And they had so much emotion and they couldn't face these emotions. This person, they were about to manifest something really dangerous. They were about to go down a path that I'm hearing was not for their highest good. And they needed the realization, they needed justice to come in and be like, They needed that tower moment. For some of you, you were that tower moment. You were what caused them to see. They were very hasty. Clarify the magician, please. They literally, yeah, they really could have been like, I think they were trying to manifest a relationship as well. Yeah, they were looking out at a relationship, but I don't think it would have been a very good relationship. I don't think it would have been something very healthy. They could have been considering going back to some unhealthy, toxic habits, and for some of you that could have included people. Yeah, they had a lot of things going on. They had a lot of energies around them. A lot of people were in their head, in their ear, and I think in order to drown that out, they needed their fix. They needed, this Ace of Cups, whatever this was. And this could be a relationship, but I'm really heavily getting some sort of drug use here. We have so many cups. This definitely could have been alcoholism for a lot of you, but I am getting something a little bit harder here with athlete, and we do have the syringe here. I'm sorry if that's triggering, but I gotta tell you guys what I see. Yeah, there is a lot of talk about, detoxing and jail time or rehab. I think this person has some issues. They have some problems. They have things that they need to take care of. They might even for some of you, like a very small percentage of you, they might come back in for money. They might try to steal money from you. They might try to very specific message. For some of you, they took money from you. They were in the relationship with you. They took money from you to feed this addiction. It's just, they're not in a very consistent place right now. They're not in a place where they're able to provide, think clearly. That they're not in that space right now. And I think expecting them to be in that place would be unfair to you. It would be unfair to them. I think right now, encouraging a good relationship with themselves, being a good supportive friend is best, because I don't think that this person is in a place where, and here's the thing, I think that on some level, they do want, a family with you. They do want to manifest with you. But I don't think that they are capable. Yeah, I don't think that they are capable of doing that. I think that they have very deceitful, very dishonest energy at the moment. This person is an addict. This person, I'm getting very, very heavily that this person was if you had a friendship with this person or a relationship with this person or anything of that nature. For some of you, this Seven of Swords is the Thief card. Can we clarify the Seven of Swords, please? They did steal it from you. I'm hearing dishonest. They just weren't very honest with you. And they want to come in and they want to start new, but I'm getting that they want to start new on the same cycle that existed previously. I don't think that they're going to start a new, fresh cycle and be different. I think this person could be doing time. They could be doing time, but I don't. On one hand, they are facing themselves, but on the other hand, I don't think that they are equipped with self-awareness, I guess is the word, to provide you what you need. And I think it would be unfair to you to get into a relationship with this person with the expectation of they'll be different, because I don't think this person is in the mental space of being different or bringing anything different to the table at this time. treat them with compassion, but you also need to be protective of your energy. And if this person was dishonest or treating you badly, especially while they were intoxicated or whatever, addicts can sometimes, especially when they're in very deep, this might be a little bit harsh, but they can drag people down with them unintentionally. That's not what they're meaning to do, but they can do it, again, stealing from people, or if they're very unhealed, it can be kind of a peer pressure thing, or, hey, try this, it'll relax you. And I just think that both, all energies involved here just need to do some healing work. And I think they need to do some healing work separately before anything friendly at a very maximum can happen. That is what I have for you, pile 3. Please take care of yourselves. Please have compassion for this person, but at the end of the day, do put yourself first. Yeah. So that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. But for drinks I wasted, I can see you dancing. I can lay down next to you at the foot of my bed. If I drink enough, I can taste your lipstick. I can lay down next to you, but it's all in my head. If I drink enough, I swear that I will wake up next to you. Okay, so if you chose pile 4, then this is your reading. You chose Talia by King Princess. This is one of my favorite songs to sing. I love this song. But for drinks I'm wasted, I can see you dancing, I can lay down next to you. I do think that this person was a really good companion. I feel like this person was a really good friend. I want to go ahead and I want to just start channeling. But there's actually, I'm not really getting any zodiac signs here. I am getting Sagittarius, and I'm also getting Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. When you guys hear their voice, or you hear their name, or someone talks about them, if you have similar friends, you get like a pit in your stomach. I feel there's a lot of anxiety here. A lot of like missing energy. A lot of like longing and waiting. Someone here wanted to build a life for themselves. They wanted to build a life for themselves, and I don't know if the paths that you guys were on necessarily linked up. I feel like you guys, one of the people here was shooting for something, and the other person didn't agree or didn't understand, and that's what caused the separation here. But I do think that they were a pretty good friend to you. I think someone here was a bit slow to express their love, or didn't express their love at all. Okay, yeah, definitely. Someone wanted to make money. Someone wanted to create a legacy. We do have part of fortune increase here. Someone wanted to someone chose career over this person, this love, this person, whatever. There is some energy surrounding expression. There could have been a lot of conflict with this person. There could have been like some drama, or I'm hearing like friend influences. So you could have had a similar friend circle, and friends were just getting in the way. And because of this conflict, you chose to go somewhere calmer, go somewhere, I'm hearing like familiar. Someone here chose money over this connection. And there could have been some harsh words on the way out. The last communication you guys had could have been, I'm hearing blunt, or for some of you there was a bit of dishonesty though. With the Ace of Swords back of deck, I do think that there was a bit of dishonesty during this last communication. I'm hearing like since that last communication, things were never the same. They never went back to the way that they were, because they couldn't, because it was broken. Yeah, definitely someone, there's a lot of money here. money was chosen over this connection. You could have worked with this person, or you could have had, again, like a similar friend group. I do think that there was a lot of conflict between the friend group or the social group or whatever. I feel like a lot of the determining factors in the falling apart of this relationship, whatever it was, had to do a lot with friends, actually. I feel like there were a lot of like friend energies kind of steering someone away from the other person. I feel like your friends were kind of like, you know, focus on your career, like they don't matter, like whatever, like she's or he's like whatever the energy was. They kind of steered you towards, you know, familiarity. They steered you towards money, because there's a lot of like friendship energy here. Yeah, there was a dream. Yeah, you went towards a career. It goes back in there. You went, wow, oh my god. Yeah, literally, you went towards career. Someone here went towards career. With destiny here, this person went towards their destiny, what they thought was their destiny. They went towards money. I'm hearing like success. For some of you, I am hearing fertility. So that could just talk about, you know, create that Empress energy, you know, creativity, growth, abundance. There's a lot of earth energy here, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. There was like slow growth here. There was a lot of slow growth. I feel like the situation was very like slow moving. Yeah, so there definitely is some family involved. I think one of the people here wanted like a family, or they wanted to like support that family, or like maybe something about investments. I'm not necessarily feeling like this person chose someone else, but just take what resonates. But there definitely is an element of family. Maybe this was like a family business or like a family legacy that this person had to fulfill. They couldn't, I'm hearing like for some of them, they couldn't really get out of it. Like they couldn't really, there wasn't a lot they could say or do. They kind of had to put this on hold. They had to put this to rest because they had something else that they needed to take care of, be it money or family or whatever. There's a lot of money and family energy here. This definitely could have been a family business or something like that. Yeah, I don't think that they left, though. I think that they left with a lot of emotion. There was a lot of emotion here when they left. They were looking for something greater with that Sagittarius energy here. Sag is about travel as well, so there is like some water imagery here, so they could have needed to go overseas. Yeah, for some of them, they definitely could have had like another, like a family or something. For some of you, you could have been the other woman. They may have seen you as temptation. They saw you very brightly. I'm hearing like illumination. Like I feel like for some of you, you illuminated like the parts of their life that they just didn't, that they realized suddenly that they needed to fix, that they needed to change. Yeah, and they walked away. They walked away from the balance that you brought to their life because they felt like they had no other option. They felt like they had to go towards whatever it was that they went towards. They didn't leave you happy. They didn't leave you feeling satisfied with what they did. There was a lot of sadness surrounding the separation between the two of you. They didn't, yeah, the ending caused them a lot of pain, like a lot of pain. They do want to come back, though. They're thinking about coming back. I don't know if there's any actual like energy behind, like movement behind the thought process. Yeah, they're pretty indecisive. They're very indecisive because they know that no matter what they do, no matter which way they move, it's going to cause heartbreak, especially if they have like a third party now, especially if they have a family, especially if they have those other obligations. They know that moving towards this would cause a lot of pain. I'm hearing that doesn't necessarily mean that they're not going to do it. For some of you, they definitely will do it, but it may take time with Turtle Spirit here. Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. This is very slow moving energy. There's a lot of water energy here, Capricorn. Well, there is a lot of Capricorn here because we keep getting the double, but oh my God. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We also have a lot of earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's an element of tradition here. This definitely could have been like a family tradition or something like that. And a lot of them just felt like they couldn't say no. They couldn't, either they literally couldn't because of legal issues, because of family pressures, or they felt so trapped in their living situation that they felt they had no other choice but to pursue this, but to go for money. This person seems very money driven, and they were willing to put you on the back burner to go for this career, this money, whatever. So what is the energy surrounding if whether or not they'll be back? They are aware that returning to you would cause stress on their family. It would cause a lot of heartbreak regarding this family legacy. There's a lot of family here. They would have to turn their back on their family in order to return. You know, they do want to, I'm not saying that they don't want to take that leap of faith. For some of you, they definitely want to. This person definitely is a father for some of you. They want to balance these scales. They want to release what they feel. For some of you, if they do come in, it will definitely be like a surprise. They're going to just show up at your house and just be like, okay, let's go. It will be slow moving though. Nothing will happen right away. This person knows. They know that they have things. They have things going on. They, at the very least, they want the friendship back. If this was like more of a romantic situation, and at one point you guys were friends, I'm hearing like you guys were good friends. Like, you got along really well. I'm hearing like famously. You got along famously. Like, you guys vibed in that kind of way. There definitely is some element of travel here. They do want this friendship back. At the very least, I feel like they are aware of the pain that they caused you. And at the very least, they want the friendship back. They want that companion back. For some of you, you did offer like a cup of love towards this person, and they kind of poured it out, and they're aware. I'm hearing like silly. I was silly. They're aware that they didn't give you what you deserved. They didn't treat you in a way that you deserved, and they see the cup that you have to offer now. Yeah, a lot of them definitely do want to take a leap of faith romantically. They definitely do, because we keep getting, yeah. It's going to be slow moving though, for sure. Definitely slow moving. Yeah, definitely slow moving. But they watch you. Like, if you have like social media, or for some of them, these people could be a little bit older. I'm getting like a mature energy. If they have like Capricorn energy is always very mature. They have like old man energy. Because that's Saturn. Saturn is dad. Saturn is like the wisdom. It's the teacher. I'm hearing like shaman. So this person has like a very mature energy. I'm hearing that they recognize that they acted out of character. They acted foolish. They didn't act their age regarding this situation, and they handled it poorly. They handled you poorly. And they want to make it right. They want to make it right. At the very least, they want to make it right. They want to apologize, and they want to maybe start some kind of friendship. I think they're aware that like they can't exactly go back to the way that things were. This really keeps them up at night. Like, they have memories of the past, memories of how they treated you, and they feel sick. Like, they don't feel right with what they did. And they want to make it right. They want to balance those scales between you and them. For some of you, they gave up on the connection, and they gave up, and they just like tossed the towel and threw their hands up, and they were just like, you know what, I'm done, I can't do this because of all that conflict. They were juggling too much, and they needed to let some things go, and you were one of the things that they let go. I keep being drawn to the throat chakra over there, so they definitely do want to communicate with you. This person definitely could be, this masculine's definitely could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They just feel a bit stuck. They feel like they can't really move on. There were a lot of secrets. For some of you, the secret was just how they felt. The secret was, I fell in love with you. That's what I'm hearing. I fell in love with you, and I couldn't handle that, and so I had to run. I had to focus on my money because I couldn't handle what I felt for you. Yeah, but a lot of them just feel stuck. It's like they can't manifest anything. They can't do anything. They can't move on. They've spent years, months to a year thinking about how they treated you, how they left you. Maybe like they left you in the dust. Like they just left you and they couldn't pick themselves back up after that. The way that they left you was like so heartless that they couldn't move on. They can't like face themselves after that. Especially if they have Sag energy, this Sag energy, especially if they have like a Sag moon or a Sag Venus. Moon is emotions, right? So moon is like feelings. And especially if Sagittarius is, it's not that they're not feeling, but they can be very, very blunt, very direct, very honest. And commitment and like love tends to scare Sag away. Especially if they have a Sag Venus or a Sag moon, trust and fucking believe. Trust and fucking believe. They got scared. They got scared because like when Sagittarius gets like feels trapped, they feel unsure, uncertain, they run. Sag is a runner. So this person ran because they couldn't face what they did, how they felt. So will this person be back? For some of you, yes. For some of you, they will be taking the leap of faith romantically, but that's for a very small percentage of you. For the others, they have so much feeling for you. They have so much feeling for you. It's like unreal. It's like, I feel like it shocks even them. Like when they think about you, they see you in a way, they see you in a way that's like, so, I'm hearing just like so beautiful and so overwhelming. Like their feelings for you are overwhelming. Like they don't know what to do with them. They don't know how to move forward. They don't know how to handle you. They don't even know what to say to you. So it's like they're thinking about what to say. But a lot of them know that they're going to have to go against the grain here. They're going to have to go against what their family thinks, what their friends think, because I do think there was a lot of friend influence here. They see you as beautiful, literally beautiful. I'm hearing like beautiful, gorgeous. Like they literally think that you are everything, but they don't know how to get to you. They don't know how to tell you. They don't know how to communicate that with words. Like for some of them, like they can't fathom texting you. They can't even fathom calling you. Like for some of you, they can't fathom expressing how they feel in words because the way that they don't know the words to express how they feel. There are no words that exist to express their feelings for you. So yes, a lot of them will be back, but a lot of them will be back as a friend because they know that they can't possibly give you anything more at this time because of family, because of other commitments, because of possibly a child, if that resonates. But a lot of them will be reaching out. They will be making, at the very least, communication. Okay? So that is what I have for you, pile 4. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. If you chose pile 5, then this is your reading. You guys chose Notice by Little Mix. What's the point of wearing nothing if you never notice? This person has a problem with intimacy, I think. They have a little bit of a victim complex, too. I'm going to be honest. They have a little... For some of them, I feel like they kind of have a habit of, like... setting off catastrophic bombs in relationships and being a bit selfish with love yourself first. And then they tend to like play the victim a little bit. There's a lot of Capricorn energy here, a lot of Capricorn energy, Capricorn, Leo, and Taurus energy. Now, this victimhood doesn't necessarily negate the feelings that they have, but I just want you to be aware that this person is a bit childish, a bit immature. They have a little bit of immature energy. Even though Capricorn is like, Capricorn can be very mature. I mentioned that in pile 4. Capricorn can be very, it's a very mature energy, but especially if they have like other younger energies in their chart, like Aries or Gemini or Pisces, they can be, this victim energy can come up a lot stronger. They have a lot of like hope and desire for you though. They like, emphasis on the word desire. Capricorn is a very highly sexual, Capricorn, Leo, and Taurus are all very highly sexual energies, especially with notice here. This person does a lot of stuff to get your attention, I feel like. I don't think they're that far in the distance. Like, I feel like you guys are in separation, but they're also, like, kind of close. Like, they're also, like, if you wanted to, like, go see them or meet them, like, you could. It would be very easy for you. Yeah, this person definitely was a bit selfish. They definitely put themselves first in this situation. And that isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I do think they're kind of wanting their luck to change. They're wanting their luck to change with you. There's like a lot of like, we don't have any super sexual cards, but I'm getting like a very intense sexual energy here. Well, there is a lot of Leo and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here. So there's Cancer energy and there's Leo energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Someone wanted to move forward. I'm hearing just like, I want to get on with my life. Like, yeah, there is definitely some heartbreak here. Definitely a lot of pain. The Devil in reverse. Someone was releasing a toxic situation. I'm hearing for some of you, it was in favor of someone else. But don't take that if it doesn't resonate. Yeah, there is a lot of Capricorn energy here. So I will say that for some of you, what you do work with this person or you knew this person through friends or something like that. Not really friends, like this Capricorn is definitely a work energy. There was a cup of love being offered. There was love. This person, I'm not going to say that this person doesn't have feelings for you because they do, but they also feel a lot of like guilt and regret. This person's really in their feelings about you though. Really, really in their feelings for you. They're like in their head and they can't really get out of their head. They want to move they want to come forward. There was some secrecy. There is Saturn truth here. We did get the 7 of Swords back of deck. So there was some dishonesty here, I will say, in regards to the last meeting. This person wants to like say something, but they are a bit like, we have the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords, and those energies as far as communication, they're very new with communicating. They're not like a very good communicator. They can be a little bit fumbly. There was a cup of love being offered here, and I feel like someone was just kind of like, I'm going to be selfish, and I'm going to not take this cup of love because, One of the energies here definitely was a little bit show-offy. They were definitely a little bit like, oh, look what I can, I'm hearing like bravado. They were a little bit like, oh, look what I can do. Like, I'm strong. Like, I can, if this person's like a masculine, they were like, oh, like, I'm a manly man. Like, I'm a manly man. Like, I can do that. I can do that for you. I can provide for you. And especially if they have Capricorn energy is very fatherly. But with Leo and Notice here, for sure, they were very, like, a little bit show-offy. They were a little bit like, look what I can do. Like, look at me. Look what I can do. I'm hearing, like, look at me. Will you please just look at me? Like, come on. Yeah, this person was, like, really working hard, though. I feel like one of the energies here was definitely really, really focused on work. They had a lot of feelings for you, but they were very focused on work. And that kind of, like, killed the connection, I think. Please. Yeah, someone here felt like they were putting in a lot of effort and the other person wasn't reciprocating. Yeah. someone here definitely feels like they were putting in a lot of effort and the other person just like wasn't really noticing. I'm hearing like they were noticing, but they just like express it differently, especially if like one of the energies here is very like showy and very like expressive with how they love. The other person was a lot more demure. The other person was a lot more like subtle with how they expressed their affection. And that could have led to some misunderstandings here. Yeah, someone here was just really busy, really focused on work, focused on happiness. This person, okay, so for some of you, this person felt like they could only give you like sexual energy. And that could be how they express affection, like through sex. I feel like for a lot of them, they were getting over like a past heartbreak or a past relationship that left them feeling kind of heartbroken and in like kind of an emotional space. Or for some of you, they kind of felt like getting together with you would leave them heartbroken. Or maybe you did something in the past that left them feeling unsure, I think. I just think they were a little unsure about where things were going and where things were gonna, and how things were going to happen. So they chose to like kind of hermit themselves away from you. There's a lot of Leo energy here. A lot of like bravado, a lot of showing off, a lot of showy energy. There were some other people who were like watching this situation from afar, I think. This person kind of had to make a choice, I think. If they did choose like work or some kind of addiction or other energy over this, they do think about that decision a lot now and what they did and how they did it. This person kind of feels like they lost out on something great by choosing the other direction. They feel like they lost out on something great. There's a lot of guilt and loss here. They might message you. They might message you, but I think they're really thinking on how to do it. If they do it, it will be very slow moving. I don't think they want to come back and they want to, it's a little, it's almost a little bit egotistical, this energy, I think. It's a little bit like, they want to come back and they want to be show-offy, but they're deciding. I think they're deciding whether or not to come back. I don't know if right now if they're going to make any moves necessarily. Okay, so the thing is with this person, so you can tell from my reaction that this isn't not the most pleasant of message. I do think that this has kind of run its course. This person, I think, really enjoys being single. And I don't think that they're ready to, turn around and give you something like plentiful. Like, they're just not really in the energetic space of, okay, look at the cards that we have, right? We've got the 10 of Swords, the 4 of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles. This person is very focused on the money. And then down here we've got the King of Pentacles and the Emperor. This person is very focused on their money. They're very much enjoying this singleton lifestyle. If they're a masculine, they're very much like the bachelor or bachelorette lifestyle. They're very much enjoying this. They're very much enjoying their money and like being single. The 4 of Cups, they're not really ready to look at the cup of love that you're offering. I think if this person does come back in, it'll kind of be on the same fuck shit that they were on before. I'll be honest. I do think that this person, they do have feelings for you, but they're not, like, they have feelings, but this person is so immature. And so, like, in this energy of selfishness, I don't think that they're ready to, like, settle down or have any kind of forward movement in that way. Yeah. I just think that this person is, if they were to come back, they would be kind of, in more of a sexting energy, more of a, more of a sexual place. I don't think they would be willing to give you anything solid. They certainly are not ready for any kind of commitment. But this person, if they were to text you, which I think there's a good possibility they will text you, but they're not really ready for commitment. So if you're looking for commitment, then this person's just not really the person for you. Because this person, they're liking that bachelor lifestyle. They're liking, yeah, and I think that they will still be very secretive with you. I just don't think that they're not on the same page as you. They're not on the same page as you. Okay? So, that is what I have for you, pile 5. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. You chose pile 6. Then this is your reading. You guys chose Hey Little Baby by Dope Lemon. Super feeling fine, oh sweet sweetie love of mine. So there's an emphasis on the color red here, because we have the red cloth, and then we have Queen. So there is an emphasis on the color red here, so the color red may be significant to you. We do have the reconciliation card, and we have a lot of Scorpio energy here. We have the butterfly, which is number 11. Oh shit. So we have the number 11, we have the number 22 twice. So you guys might be seeing 222 or 1111. Then we also have 43. We also have a lot of emphasis on purple. So this is a very spiritually guided connection. Oh, that's interesting. We have red. The little chakra list here. So we have red as the root chakra, which is the base, and then we have purple as the crown chakra, which is the top of the head. So root and crown, which I think is interesting emphasis energies to have. So one of you may be focused on the crown chakra, and the other may be focused on the root chakra. Or this could kind of be like the transformational energy from root chakra to crown chakra. You know, the root chakra talks about stability, trust, and grounding, whereas the crown chakra talks about connected, wisdom, compassion. They're the base chakras, going from this more root chakra, more of going from the lower level chakra to the upper level chakra, and that transformation that will take place. This is kind of a highly sexual pile, so it's possible that this connection could have been very sexual, very fast, and this is these two cards are kind of asking you to take it slow when this connection comes back into play. But when this connection comes back into play, I feel like this person will be transformation, lunar eclipse, change, show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. Someone was feeling a lot of anxiety. Someone had to make a choice here. And this choice was very burdening to them. This was a very big burden. Someone felt like they had to let go of some things, some wands here. There's a lot of talk about patience here as well. I think someone may have been kind of shielding themselves. There's a lot of Scorpio energy here, which show the world the real you. I do feel like perhaps one of the energies here was a little bit dishonest with how they felt. We do have the King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, I think the King of Cups here was a bit yeah, they were juggling a lot. They had like a lot going on, and they had to let some of the energies go. There definitely was like some kind of secret that came to light, or for some of them, if they were being a bit dishonest with you, then I think they knew that they were being dishonest. I'm hearing it was about how they felt. Some of them were being dishonest with how they felt for you and like how deeply their energies go. We have Scorpio energy here, and if you're a very Plutonic person, you can be very, very secretive. All of the energies here, Aquarius, Capricorn, Scorpio, all of these energies are very very guarded, very shielded in regards to their emotional space, especially all of this Scorpio energy. Scorpio energy loves a good secret. They tend to wear masks to shield themselves, to hide themselves. Especially if you know this person has a lot of Scorpio in their chart, then they're a very secretive, very private person. It's possible that if they were a very secretive person, they kind of felt like they couldn't really do that with you. And it's like the more they got to know you, the more their mask like faded away and the more their true self was revealed. And I don't even know if you were doing this on purpose. I think it could have just been your energy, especially if you have a lot of like purple like crown chakra energy, especially if you're very spiritual. They like slowly but surely they like let their guard down, and that like freaked them out because Scorpios, like, they don't really like to be vulnerable in that way. So it freaked them out and it was overwhelming, and so they were just like, nope, gotta go. There could have been money involved, money or family, but definitely money. They did have a couple, yeah, they definitely did, yeah. I do think they were being a little bit secretive about how they felt. There is some secrecy regarding emotion here. Scorpio, Cancer, why did I say Scorpio, Cancer? They could have been a Scorpio or a Cancer or had that in their chart. They could be very traditional. They could be a very traditional person. They had like a bunch of stuff going on. I feel like they had a lot of stuff going on already in their life. Yeah, they were just very busy. They were juggling work. For some of them, it was like work, school. If they're a religious person, they could have like gone to church, or they could have had like, you know, traditions or religions to uphold. You kind of came in and you were like, well, but what about me? Like, where do I fit? And they were like, you don't. Bye. Yeah, they kind of, yeah, they weren't really looking at you. They weren't looking at you because you stressed them out. You stressed them out. A lot of them, like, they saw how worthy you were. Because we have Queen here. So they saw how worthy you were, and they just didn't have like the time for the type of commitment that this relationship would require. Someone here, this is very, very spiritual. This is a very spiritual connection. So someone here is very, very in tune spiritually. Or it could be both of you. Could either or, take whatever resonates. But we have Tome here, which she's literally doing magic. She's literally doing magic. I'm hearing resurrecting. So she's doing magic and she's resurrecting. Someone could definitely be like doing magic to resurrect the situation. But someone here has a very elegant, very refined energy. If she who radiates knowing, ambition, confidence, and Queen, this feminine is very regal. I think this feminine is very classy. Yeah, it's like they knew that they couldn't, they had to put sense of self, their tradition, their religion, what they've always known. It's like they weren't really ready for you. That you came into their life at a period where they were not spiritually evolved enough to handle it, to handle the situation. They had a lot of like work, church. I am getting like a heavy church energy here. They wanted to take the leap of faith, but they also knew that they couldn't. They knew that they didn't have time for it because they had these emotions, but they couldn't, like, they had things that they had to take care of. They had things that they needed to do outside of this, and you came into their life at a period where they had so much going on that they couldn't possibly fathom where you fit, like where you could go, where in their life you had a place for. This person could be in like some type of leadership position, or I'm getting a lot of like, we're getting like the Emperor, the Hierophant, like kings. So this person could have definitely been in some kind of like leadership position or on their way to a leadership position. But they definitely did have a lot of emotion for you. A lot of emotion. This feminine is really good at communicating. You keep getting the Queen of Swords for this feminine here. So this feminine was very confident. Again, I'm getting like very, very regal. This feminine has a lot of Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy, in which they're very good at communicating. Something about crowds. They could do like public speaking, or they could speak to a lot of people. They're probably very good in social situations. Like, I feel like a lot of people are attracted to their energy because of how well spoken they are and because of the energy that they radiate. They radiate Queen energy. They radiate an energy that is very, very regal. They're very hardworking as well. This masculine definitely could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Definitely Scorpio or Cancer. Or they could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this masculine. Or they could just be very like, if they have Scorpio energy, Scorpio and Capricorn energy are kind of similar. But this masculine's very focused on the money, on the grind, whereas this feminine is very focused on, this feminine's a lot more fluid than this masculine. This masculine feels very like set in their ways, like very, very solid, very grounded, very unmovable, whereas this feminine is very like fluid, very like, okay, well, you know, whatever. Like, it's kind of like this dynamic between these two is this feminine is very much like, okay, well, like, can't you just change? Like, can't you just like not do that? And this masculine's like, what? I've done this my whole life. What do you mean change? This masculine doesn't like change. This masculine has like a very fixed energy. They're very fixed. They don't like to change. Whereas this feminine is all about change. All this feminine does is change. There is a lot of potential here, I think. For some of you, this masculine might go through something kind of difficult because we have the 10 of Swords here followed by the King of Swords. So they might go through something kind of difficult, which will kind of bring them into a more communicative energy and make them more of an energetic match for you. And when this happens, this might be, especially with the Tower back of deck, this might be the catalyst that causes this reconciliation. I'd actually like to get a little bit more information on this because we have a lot of change energy, and I just feel like this person might be coming back in changed. I'm just hearing like they're matching your energy. So can we get a little bit more information about... I think this is going to bring them into a bit more of an emotional space. They're going to go through something kind of difficult. And I think it's going to bring them into a more... Yeah, wow. Yeah, it's going to change them. They're going to go from like a very rigid, very like King of Pentacles, very like money-oriented type of person. They're going to go through something shocking here with the Tower and the 10 of Swords. And it's going to leave them in more of an emotional, communicative energy here with the Emperor as well. For some of them, it definitely could have been money oriented. Yeah, we keep getting the 7 of Swords. So if they maybe were a bit dishonest here, if they were a bit more guarded about maybe what they had going on, we do have the High Priestess here, so this is kind of about, this can have a bit of mystery and a bit of secretism, mysticism, and especially if this feminine is a more spiritual person in a more spiritual place, you're going to have kind of an intuitive knowing about what this situation is going to be. Because it is going to be different for every person. I do think it is in regards to money. I think they tried to have a collaboration with someone in order to be in more of a 9 of Pentacles, single, on their own. I'm hearing bachelor, bachelorette lifestyle. And I don't think it's going to turn out the way that they wanted. I think it's going to leave them in a pretty bad place emotionally. I just don't think it's going to work out the way that they wanted it to. Okay, for some of them, they took a chance on like a third party. They took a chance, and I think they were a little bit secretive with it about you. Secretive about it with you. This could have been something they were already working on. I think when you came in, they were already working on like a bunch of different shit. And you came in, and they were just like, I don't have enough space for this. I don't have room for this. I'm hearing like the knowledge, like I don't have enough blank, insert energy here. Oh my God. So the King of Wands fell all by itself. So this person was in kind of an egotistical, just like single bachelorette kind of place. And I think they were already working on something when you came into their life. They were already working on this new beginning. And you came in and you caused like all this disturbance, all of this like, I'm hearing like earth-shattering revelations, and they didn't know what to do with it. They didn't know what to do with you. They didn't know where to put you. They didn't know how to handle you. So they were just kind of like, nah, whatever it was whatever is causing the separation, whatever this third party is, whatever this new beginning was, whatever this secret was, it caused them to hermit themselves from you. And whatever it is, it's going to, I'm hearing it's going to fail miserably. They're going to fall flat on their face. They're going to come crawling back to you. Changed. Humbled. This is going to humble them. Because I think they were in a bit of an egotistical energy here. And they're going to come back in a much more receptive, open place. Yeah, they're going to come back humbled. I do think this is going to mature them quite a bit. They're going to have grown a little bit from this. They're going to come back to you changed. I don't know why I'm hearing, I heard you can bet on it. And then this person might gamble. We have the Wheel of Fortune back at X. This person definitely might gamble. They might be a gambler. They might just be very risky, a risk taker. But I'm hearing that song from High School Musical with Troy Bolton. Bet on it. Yeah, so this person definitely will be back, and I think they'll be back changed. Because they have a lot of anxiety. I think they just have a lot of anxiety in general, but I think they have a lot of anxiety about you. They have a lot of nightmares about you. I think they have a lot of nightmares about seeing you with someone else. But I don't know if they're going to come back, especially with Take It Slow and then Tome here. I don't know if they're going to come back and just be like, let's get married, let's have kids, let's have a family. I think this humbling definitely caused them to like slow their roll a little bit. I do think they were in a very egotistical, very just like selfish headspace. And arrogant is the word. They were in a very arrogant headspace, and I think they're going to be coming back humbled. I keep getting the song Humble by Kendrick Lamar. I remember syrup sandwiches and crime allowances. Yeah, crime allowances. This person definitely could have been into like some risky behavior. I'm getting like cars, like they might speed, they might like race. Yeah, and I do think they have some past energy that like they're still a little bit hung up on. So I do think they're going to be taking it slow with you. Do I think that they'll be back? Yes, absolutely. We have the reconciliation card as confirmation. But I do think that they're going to be taking it slow with you because I think, yeah, they're going to be coming in changed, but not that changed. Like they're going to be coming in humbled, but like you're going to have to watch their behavior. You're going to have to keep a close eye on their ego, basically. And you're going to have to kind of, like, ego check them every once in a while, I think. I do think this person is quite a smooth talker. They have, like, some Casanova energy. But I do think they will be texting you. I do think that they want to kind of create a new beginning with you. But it's going to be after they've had their, like, ego check, basically. After they've had their humbling experience. They're gonna come back in. But you know, they're going to come back in changed, but not that changed. And also they have like I definitely think they have some sort of gambling or some kind of addiction or something regarding like money or I don't know. I don't know about this one. But will they be back? Yes. They want to work on things. They want things to be different, but they're going to take it slow. Okay? So that is what I have for you, Pile 6. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.